Greetings. We are live. Welcome to the podcast, guys. Welcome to the podcast. Yay, we're back. Today, JxN Podcast, Season 2, Episode 6, Community Highlight with Yoda of Soda. All right. As always, we have your host here, Mr. Gary. What's up?
Yo, I'm not the host, but I am the co-host.
Doesn't matter. Because we all know.
What's up, everybody? Narcotic already redeemed a year, so let's, year. Hope everybody's doing okay in this heat in New York.
Oh, yeah.
Mom. Yo, the heat is wild.
Yeah, it is
I
wild.
was sweating all day today.
Definitely.
It was nasty.
And as always, our other co-host, Mimi. She should be the host, period. You know what I'm saying?
Yay, Mimi.
Yay, Mimi. Yoda, what's up, bro?
What's up, man?
Introduce yourself.
Well, you can call me Yoda or Soda. I'm a YouTuber.
Wow, look at you.
So
That's
Yoda or
it.
Soda, but never of.
I mean, that also goes, I guess. But I don't think I've ever been referred to as Yoda of Soda. Everyone just calls me either Yoda or Soda. So.
That's true. Yeah, so Yoda
Or Dad.
Dad. Ooh.
Dad. Okay.
Hey, I mean, we gonna leave that for the after hours, bro.
Hey.
I was about to say, like,
No.
No.
Okay, no weird shit. Okay, all my viewers. Okay, they are young ones. They call me Dad. Okay.
Ah.
Call me Dad. I have children all over the world.
Oh.
So
Okay. Now we know. So everybody,
Right,
stop
I was
it.
just like, do you have children? No, it wasn't me. I was like, does he have children?
No, God, no.
No, I went the complete other way.
He's
I
like,
was
God,
already
no.
at the 18+ section.
Of course.
Mr. Snippets, what's up, bro?
What's up, Mr. Snippets?
All right, man. Oh my God. All right, so Yoda.
So yes, Yoda,
Yeah.
a YouTuber, gaming YouTuber, or you just content creating? Just, we did our research, but for our audience, they kind of
Yeah, I
just
see.
getting known to you. So definitely gaming you lead towards more, right?
Yeah, no, the content I do is just games, the games I play. I play a lot of games. I tend to just, what's it called? I don't know, just
Dabble?
no life a game for
No life.
a long time and then just kind of leave it, just kind of do everything and get out, I guess. But nowadays, all these games just have eternal lifespans. They keep updating them. And so I kind of have to switch it up, play something every couple months and cycle between them. But the games that my channel is known for is just Monster Hunter. That's the game that really picked up. And then Genshin last year did pretty okay-ish, I think, on my channel. It did okay.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, other than that, I mean, I've done some videos for Warframe, but those are kind of few and far in between. And I also did Borderlands 3, and the funny thing about Borderlands 3 is that I did them, I got like a huge spike, like a lot of people watch those videos, surprising, like there's videos like 250k views. And then I just dropped it. I did videos for like 1 or 2 months,
man.
and then I never went back again.
Was it
But-
instant, or was it like something you noticed in your?
No, it was literally instant. Like the first couple videos, because here's the thing, right? I made some videos before the game came out, and those videos got like no views. The game comes out, those videos suddenly start picking up some views, and I decided to do like some updated versions of them. And those just got a shitload of views super fast, like nothing I'd ever done before. And so yeah, I kept pumping them out, but I don't know, I burnt myself out of the game and I just stopped playing it, so I stopped making videos about it. I haven't played it since, so yeah.
Now, I know your resume does not only consist on being a content creator from YouTube. I also saw that you did some voiceover work as well. You're also in school for game designing, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I graduated last year from game
Congrats,
design.
man.
Oh,
Ooh,
yeah,
thank you.
congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Luckily, I was able to finish basically right as the pandemic, started, so I didn't have to go through online school much. I feel like my university, when the pandemic hit and they, canceled classes, obviously they were not prepared whatsoever to do online stuff.
Mhm.
So the professors just kind of sent us assignments whenever they felt like it, and then
Oh,
they just let everyone go, bro. They didn't even care, honestly. They were
That's
just like, fuck
interesting
it.
that you say that, because I feel like for kids in high school and elementary, it was definitely a golden ticket during the pandemic to just be like,
oh
okay, we're getting
man.
homeschooled. But I
Yep.
feel like if you're
Yeah.
paying for your school, like college, like you want
Yeah.
that, like, that
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Like I gotta pay
So,
for this, and college is not cheap.
yeah.
yeah. Yeah, of course.
But
But
congratulations on that, man. That's an achievement, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you.
For sure. For sure.
Thank you.
Oh man, I remember when I first met Yoda a long time ago. No, he's not-
Do you? I don't. I can't count.
Dang, Yoda, that's messed up, bro.
Uh,
I thought we were cool. I thought we were cool.
we are cool.
Nah, well, I used to watch Oda's content. I forgot what I was watching. I think it was Monster Hunter when I was
Probably.
watching your content. Because I wanted to make sure that I had like a really good build and stuff like that, and make sure that
Of course.
like these monsters, bro. If you don't have a build, like you're pretty much assed out. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't defeat anything, unless you have like a really good build. And I made so many builds off of Yoda's videos and stuff. And then I stopped watching because I stopped playing Monster Hunter, continuing on with something else. And then suddenly I started playing Outriders. And yeah, so then I'm like searching up for builds for Outriders, and suddenly Yoda of Soda popped up again, and I'm like, did I used to watch this guy before? And then like I click on it, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's him. And then one day he was like, yeah, I'm on Twitch. I'll help you guys. And I'm like, really? He's like, yeah, I'll carry. I'm like, oh fuck it.
New subscriber.
I jumped on. Hey Illuminati, thank you for subscribing. Appreciate you.
Shout out to
Shout out.
for me.
Thank you.
You know, when Joker was like, "Yo, we're gonna get a big YouTuber." Me having just started my YouTube, I was like, "Oh shit, this is dope."
Dude, I'm not a big YouTuber.
For me,
I'm a very
for someone
smart-
who's like at 70 subscribers, seeing your big subscriber base and your community, for a little guy like me, I'm like, "Hey, big brother, what's up?"
Hey man, I'll tell you something though. Like, it doesn't matter if you have like a lot of viewers. I mean, my viewers, since I started doing Genshin last year, my subscriber base, at least, obviously it's increased, not as crazy as some other people that have blown up with Genshin,
Yeah.
but it has grown. But I've noticed that even though it has grown, honestly, the core members that I interact with all the time, the dudes that show up to every stream, and that
Day
are active in
ones.
my Discord, those are the ones that honestly I interact with the most. So I don't know, like, to me, I'm not saying I don't care about having big numbers or anything like that, but like the most, how do you say, like, the most fulfillment you get will be out of the small ones that actually matter, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
because it's 70 subs, like, honestly, it don't matter. There's actually a guy that I met through way back. I can't remember what year this game Horizon Zero Dawn came out, but
Yeah, that's a
back
good one.
around that time, I was just streaming from my PS4. I didn't have any subs. Okay, I had like 400 subs because I made like crappy Skyrim videos in like middle school. But like the thing is, yo, those Skyrim videos, I only had like 400 subs, but they have like hundreds of thousands of views for some reason. The Skyrim tutorials. So I don't know. There was glitches and crap like that. Anyway, the point is that I was just streaming from my PS4.
Yeah.
Just me playing Borderlands 2. Just doing random crap on Borderlands 2. And this one guy, this Australian dude, joined my crappy PS4 direct stream and like just chilled with me for hours. And he did this like basically every single time I started streaming. And after that, I mean, he was a Borderlands fan, obviously. But after that, I started streaming, I had already played thousands of hours of Borderlands 2, so I would just kind of hop on it randomly to, get my fix, so to say.
Yeah.
But then I started playing through Horizon Zero Dawn, and I streamed that on YouTube as well. And he just kept watching me anyway. He was just my bro. And this was probably like 5 years ago. This was probably like 5 years ago, or something crazy like that. I honestly can't remember when Horizon came out. Probably four
makes
years
sense.
ago or
4
something
or
like
5.
that.
It was a little while
You talking
ago.
about
Like
Horizon?
2017. Yeah.
Yeah, 2017, February 2017.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it's been like 4 years, and this man randomly joins my Discord a couple months ago, and he's like, "Yo, you probably don't remember me, but he was that guy that was like watching my Borderlands crap from like PlayStation Direct." And that dude, that got me in my feelings so much. I was like, "Holy Jesus, this man is still around." And he remembered me, found me somehow.
You see, that's what.
Yeah, and
That's
That's
your
what
best
happens.
friend now.
Yep.
yeah, yeah.
See.
I haven't been
Best
able to
friend
play with
now.
him much. I mean, the time zones are brutal. It's
Yeah.
like 15 hours ahead of my time.
Yep.
Mm.
So it's pretty crazy, but you know, he's still a bro. I hope he knows that. I hope he knows that I still think of him like that.
If
So,
you if you hear me, reach out.
yeah, yeah.
My hands
That's-
extended.
That's amazing. Like today, I was doing even just a bit more research on you. So I'm at the gym and I'm on the bike, and I'm just watching your Outriders video. It was titled, why. It was like why Outriders suck or something.
Yeah,
like
yeah. Why I'm done with Outriders.
that.
Yeah.
Uh-huh, yeah.
And like I'm using the same headphones that I have now, which I could hear perfectly, but also the volume on my phone, people could hear what I'm listening to. So I'm on the bike, and the kid next to me, is also listening to your video, and he's like, "Yo," and I'm like, "Yo, what's up, man? Is everything okay?" He's like, "Yo, I don't know who you listening to, but everything he's saying is exactly why I don't play Outright no more."
Really?
Yeah. And I was like, "Yo, man, that's Yoda of Soda. Yo, subscribe to him. He's dope."
Oh shit! You hooking me
Yeah.
up, bro.
And
See?
that was just, that
It's
was
a
just
plug.
an amazing moment. On top of everything, like I told my friend, I'm like, "Yo, same thing I was saying, like, yo, we getting a big YouTuber for the interview." And he's like, "Yo, well, who is he?" I'm like, "Yoda of Soda." He's like, "Yo, every time that I go ahead and I give you advice for Monster Hunter, that's where I get it from." And I'm like, "No kidding."
No way, dude.
Yeah, bro, that's how
Nah.
small the world is, man. So
It really is, though.
That's
'Cause
how
it was
small, and
definitely the
also
same
your
thing for
outreach
me.
as well. So
Right.
it's great to see that you're very humble with your your community, but it's also you're out there, man. People know you.
Right, because I definitely asked a couple, like I was telling my friends, I was like, yeah, because to us, you're a big YouTuber. We're like that's a lot of people who are a part of your community. Even so, I was just like, yeah, I'm making questions for this, that, and third. I'm being nosy. I'm going snooping a little bit, and they were like, who are you supposed to be like interviewing? Who are you gonna have on the podcast? And we're like, Yoda Soda, and they were like, yo, I watched that dude's video. He makes really, really good content. They was like,
No
yo, he's
way,
mad
dude.
funny. And I was like, this was before I started watching the video. They was like, nah, he's mad funny and he's mad brutally honest. You're gonna love like his content. Because I play Monster Hunter, but I'm lazy. So I was just, I'm lazy and I'm an aesthetic over efficiency type person. I do not
yes.
wear, no mismatch armor. It's not gonna work for me. I can't do it. But I was like watching through the videos and I was like, yo, they were like, they was like, what do you think? I was like, nah, he's mad opinionated. But I was like, yo, as far as I know, like anybody, like a few people that I've asked, some people didn't know, but most of the people who I've played Monster Hunter with, they was like, yeah. I know who that is. I follow his tutorials and I follow the videos, and I was like, wow. I was like, I didn't know who he
There's no
was
way.
until this moment, but
I'm telling you,
apparently
man,
that
we're not just gassing you up. People
Yeah,
know you.
people
out
know
here,
you, bro.
man.
It's true. People know
They
you.
know you.
Yep. 100%.
yeah.
All right, so let's get a little bit more in depth with our interview.
Ooh.
Joker, you want to ask a question?
Yeah. As soon as I get a chance to like really like check all this stuff out, like I don't know why this thing's like acting up on me. Oh my god. How was like one of your many hats is like voice acting and stuff. So how was that for you? Like how was that experience for you?
Well, it's kind of a limited experience, but I did work. There is a, how do I say this? Like an ad making a publishing, not a public, a marketing company.
Okay.
Um, They're basically people that companies hire to make their ads for them, posters, billboards, movie theater ads, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom is a graphic designer, so she's worked for,
Oh,
a bunch of
That's
them for
dope.
many years.
okay.
Anyway, um, through a contact that she had, there was like this spot for a marketing campaign for a local university. And they're a very prestigious university, so it was kind of cool. A lot of my friends, one of this guy who used to be one of my closest friends, actually studied there and stuff. So anyway, they had a spot open. They were doing this new campaign. They came up with a new slogan, just this really big rebrand. And I was able to get a spot for one of their like radio and TV ads. And it was just saying a couple of lines, but it was pretty cool to actually, be part of that and like went to their offices. And it was, it's not, a very big production shirt or anything. I literally just walked into this dude's into this dude's office and put on this huge headset and just said a couple lines, and they made me say the same thing like 50 different times in different
Yeah,
tones of voice.
typical.
And until they got the one, and so yeah, that's basically what I did. It was a commercial for, like I said, like TV, radio, and also movie theaters. And I think the coolest
Oh,
part, and I did this when I was in high school.
wow.
So my voice has been basically the same since I was in high school.
Huh.
So
So you
Was
just
that-
always had a radio voice. Is what
Yeah,
you're
exactly.
saying. That's
Subscriber.
cool.
no, okay, listen. It was literally a 1 year transformation. 1 year I was just super high pitched, like insanely annoying ass voice. And I know this because I have videos of back then. 'Cause I've been doing YouTube, bro, since the inception of YouTube, okay?
Oh wow.
I've been like ever since Cisco made those flip cameras, the ones that have a switch and
Yeah.
up out's a USB boner. I've been rocking that. I made videos with that shit, skits at school, everything. So
Oh,
I have, yeah. Anyway, the point is that I sounded horrible, and then 1 year I basically couldn't speak, and then the next year I just came out like this, and it's been like that ever since. So and I don't know. I guess everyone on my dad's side of the family sounds basically just like me. My dad sounds like me. My uncle does as well. So I guess, yeah. I don't know. I took after my father's side of the family a lot because we do sound like very similar. Like I'm telling you.
Yeah.
No, I mean that's
Sound
amazing.
very
Can you
like-
imagine like everybody has your voice and you just like SpongeBob, like the little odd man out of everything?
I mean, that's my brother.
Oh,
That's my brother.
sucks.
And yeah, I don't know. I have two other brothers that don't live with me. They're only from my father's side.
Yeah.
But they both look like all my brothers look just like my dad except me. I'm the one that does not look like him. So we'll see how they grow up to be because the brother that lives with me, he's just 5 years younger than me. He's about to turn 19. So, he's all grown up now. He kind of just has his little bot. That's how he's good. That's how he's gonna look.
Yeah.
And sound like forever. But my siblings, my other younger brothers, my youngest brother's 15 years younger than me. So, I have no idea how tall he's gonna turn out or how his voice is gonna sound like, who he's gonna take after.
Man,
Because like I said, it's only on my father's side. So.
you sound like me. It's the same thing on my dad's side. Like I'm the third oldest out of 9 kids. So
Oh Jesus Christ!
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, I'm the
same.
oldest. I'm the oldest out of 5.
Nah, it's the twins, then it's me, and like we're a year apart. Then my sister from my mom's side is next, but my dad like practically like raised her. So and then the rest of my siblings are from my dad. So then after the oldest sister, it's my two more brothers, another sister, and then 2 little brothers. And I think the youngest one is 13 now, and the oldest is the twins are a year older than me, so they're 37. So that's like the span.
I see.
I have like 9. Like there's 9 of us total.
Yeah.
And I'm the second to last child, and the
Oh,
oldest
man.
is like 40.
I see.
Yeah, so like I'm the second to last child, and all of us are like, except for like me and my younger sister, like we're my dad. but the rest of the siblings are like my mom's.
Okay. Yeah, we all look alike. Like if you put us all together, like you can tell we're siblings.
That's every other one of my siblings except for me. I am the only one that looks like my father.
Look at you.
All of them, my younger sister, she looks like my mother, and all of the rest of the kids.
Shout out to
So I'm just right.
Now, Yoda,
I get to be the
you're
weird
also a
one.
writer. Now, when you go, I did see one of your reviews or kind of like criticisms, which was, like our writers, which I agree with everything you said. But as a writer, do you feel like that gets in the way that you kind of like review these games? Because a lot of the comments that you had about our writers was from the narrative, like like they only gave you like tidbits. And so like when you're reviewing these games, do you see it on the aspect of a writer? Do you see it from like an actual like gamer?
I mean, I don't really have a mode that switches, right? I kind of just, I've been writing and I've been gaming basically my whole life. So like my criticisms kind of just come unilaterally, right? It's not like I look at it from this side or the other. The one thing that you do have to kind of, put yourself in other people's shoes is like when you're thinking about the logistics of these games and the things that kind of go under the hood, because one of the reasons why Outriders, in my opinion, like the biggest mistake that they made was that they made the game so modular. Like it's really like nothing really flows into each other. Not the level design, the freaking campaign into the end game.
Yeah.
Like, well, the campaign into the end game flows well in the sense that it's the same shit. That's really it. It's exactly the same gameplay loop. You go place, kill people, cutscene, repeat. But that's not really flowing well into it. It kind of, it does introduce you to the mechanics, of like upgrading. None of that stuff really changes.
Yeah.
So, like once you learn that, you're pretty much set. But the thing is, like, since they built this game from the ground up to be a quote-unquote like one and done experience, it really limits what they can actually do, because they did not plan or they did not intend to make content for the long run. It's a lot more complicated than people might think, because people will just say, oh, just add more stuff, but it doesn't really work like that. Whenever you add new things into the game, including items, or for example increasing level caps, it's just like a cascade of other things you have to take into consideration. I don't want to like bore you guys with like dev talk and stuff, but
no, like we play video games.
Yeah, we all play video games.
We're all
but it's like, if they didn't plan on doing any of these things, like a lot of the games that you play right now, or for example, like the first DLC for a game is already in development, like before the initial game even comes out, because these things take a lot of time.
They do.
And people, if they want to release it like within 2 months, or because it's a month into a game and people are already asking where's the next thing, and 2 months later you have to drop DLC. It's like, stuff like this takes time. And it's in development way before you think it is. So if they didn't even plan, if they were like, oh, if people like it, we'll make more stuff for it, bro, you already know that that's going to take forever. And the problem with that mentality is that if, let's just say the game releases and it's a super success and has like a lot of players, and all of a sudden there's like, a cry for more content, for more stuff to be put in the game, there's nothing there. So it's going to take a really long time to start building up stuff from scratch. And let's be honest, it's probably not from scratch, but it's not going to be halfway done by the time the game is released. And so it's going to take a long ass time for that content to come out, and then in that time period the player base is only going to shrink and shrink and shrink, especially with games like these, and especially if they've just advertised it as a one and done experience. Like, why would people keep playing the game if they're basically were told that nothing else is coming down the pipeline? So
that actually
100%,
makes sense and coincides with like the biggest comeback in our generation, which was No Man's Sky.
Yep.
You know, that was a shit show
Oh
starting.
yeah.
And then when they fixed it, it took them almost close to a year and a half. But they came back. But it does make sense, and it coincides with everything you say, that it does take time in order to make or add more content to a game.
Yeah,
That's
the thing about
very interesting.
the thing about those games, honestly, you say that's the comeback of the century, but honestly, the Comeback Kings, like, I mean, that was, how do I say this, a really good, like you said, comeback. The thing is, when you make a comeback like that after such a horrendous, launch, you have to rebrand. That's why they re-release the game.
Yeah.
And that's why they add another title. So it's like, no, it's not No Man's Sky. It's No Man's Sky, whatever. I don't actually remember what the hell it was called.
Remaster or whatever it was.
Yeah, they come up with something else. For example, Street Fighter did this. Street Fighter 5 was a horrendous launch, very small roster, horrible input lag, horrible netcode, still has horrible netcode. And just Capcom being retarded. So when they eventually, quote unquote, fixed a lot of these issues by adding, a much bigger roster. No, it was Arcade Edition. It was Arcade Edition that come out. By that time, they already had 2 season passes go by, so that's 12 new characters on top of the roster's 16. So it was a much beefier roster, and they rebrand as this is Street Fighter Arcade Edition. It includes, look at this huge roster, that you're getting when you buy this game.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So that's what they do. But, with a game like Outriders, they're not going to come up with Outriders Reforged or whatever the hell they call it. So it's just going to be a DLC, or at least I don't see them doing that. Like, I don't see them doing an overhaul of the game. That's just, like, impossible. To be honest.
I mean...
So if they ever add new content, it's going to be, like, a small campaign followed by new expeditions and new items, like new legendaries.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
it's great.
Some new armor.
If you want to talk about overhauls, that's like this game. Dang, what's the name of that game that you could play like Iron Man and shit like that?
Anthem.
Anthem.
Bro, don't talk to me about Anthem, bro. I'm still crying.
Anthem? Oh.
That
Anthem.
game.
I'm still hurt.
Yo, that game.
I'm still tight.
The trailer for the game and all that stuff.
Paid $59.99 for that shit.
Yo, me.
Bro, I bought that game twice.
Man.
I bought that game twice.
Ooh.
That game.
Why?
Oh my god.
Because I got it on PC later.
You see?
He was like, it might be better.
It might be better. It looks beautiful.
Yeah.
It looks beautiful.
That is probably
What's the
one
point
of
of
the
a beautiful
saddest.
world if you got
But is that it?
Yeah, but that's it. That's literally
Right,
it.
that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
It looks beautiful. Done.
No. The
Not
game got way better over time, but the problem is they never were able to get to the point of releasing Anthem 2.0, the riveted Anthem 2.0 that everyone called it, everyone wanted. They never actually got to that point, but it was beautiful. Like, honestly, the game got better over time with the updates, free DLC. The loot system got reworked a bunch of times.
It felt beautiful.
Yeah,
obviously that was, and the biggest problem with that game, and I think I mentioned this in the Outriders video, but like my problem with that game, at least, besides the loot system and crap like that, was the gunplay. Like, it's a shooter where the guns feel horrible to use. Like, the abilities were just so overpowered, and they had such low cooldowns that you literally barely ever used your gun. And then in endgame content, all the loot, or one of the biggest like grinds, was getting those god roll weapons, because it was like a Borderlands style free for all of drops that you could get.
That was the whole thing right there.
I'm having flashbacks.
Yep, so am I.
Yeah. So
it's very interesting to even see, like, you are, I wouldn't say the first tech guy we have, but game developer, writer. What are you excited for in the future in terms of the gaming industry? Like, what's in
gaming
your
industry? Ironically, Horizon, the sequel to Horizon. I'm very excited for that game. In terms of games that I'm excited for, I'm really looking forward to the God of War sequel, the Horizon sequel. I'm also looking forward to that the Avatar game that they showed, the James Cameron Avatar game. That game looks really cool.
Ooh, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
And the Harry Potter game that they announced like a year ago.
Oh yeah.
That one I'm super hyped for. Bro, I have a wand, man. I unironically have a
Really?
serious wand.
Yeah, I have a wand.
Yes.
Don't fuck with me.
Yeah, don't fuck with me, bro.
In New York, they
Pull
just
up.
opened up a new Harry Potter store, and I figured out. I downloaded the app. I know which one I'm supposed to get. I'm waiting for the day where I could get at least
One year,
than...
my friend went to a bar that was like Harry Potter themed, and they were like serving butterbeer and all of these other like Harry
Butter-
Potter drinks and stuff. It was really cool. I didn't go. I'm not like that much of a
I had,
fan.
I had butterbeer when I
but-
went to Universal.
How is it?
It's
Orlando.
cream
How is it?
soda.
Yeah, it basically is. Yeah,
Butterbeer,
Nah.
cream soda.
but it's good.
Nah, don't break
For
my heart
$8.
Like that.
No, it's good, bro. It's good.
$8.
Come on now. But yeah,
We
those
got
are
a
the
year
games
in
I'm
the
most
chat.
looking
Yeah.
forward to.
Yeah. Hit him with the button real quick. It always makes sounds like that. Joker always smiles when I play that button.
Oh my god. Stop embarrassing
Chat,
me.
if you guys have any questions for Yoda, go ahead and fire off in the chat.
Yeah. Ooh.
No, this is really amazing to have you on here, man. It really is.
Thank you.
I just
So like,
realized something.
what's
It's
an
great to
opinion-
be here.
No
I've never
wonder.
done anything like this before. So.
No, you're good.
You're doing great.
Yeah, you're
by the
doing
way.
great. Don't worry about
You're
it.
doing great.
We're just
so what?
all over the
I can
place.
talk poggers.
I can talk poggers.
So what's an opinion that you believe you would get canceled for immediately if you said out loud?
Why would I say that out loud?
That's
Because we're here already. We're here. Okay, we're here.
This is
And
the
you said
internet.
nothing's off limits.
I am a wholesome, family-friendly content creator. You know,
It's true. He is.
Mhm.
He is.
go green, recycle, stay in school.
Yeah. You see.
We
Don't
love
do hard
we love
drugs.
recycling.
Yep.
Don't do hard drugs. That's very specific.
Don't do harmful drugs. You know, RX only.
Alright, so
Mimi, that was the best.
That's
I don't know if he was
really-
just trying to trope, but I feel like it was genuinely a question. But it was like you asked in an attic, like, "Yo, what's the best drug you ever did?" Right now, in the middle of an AA meeting, like, come on, let us know.
Yeah, relive the moment. You know?
relive the moment.
Oh, that was
my God.
amazing. There's only stuff like that can happen on the JxN podcast.
Exactly.
Right.
Love you for that.
By any chance, do you have any social media, Yoda?
I have a Twitter.
Like how active are you on
And-
that?
Well, I use it a lot. I don't really say shit, but I just use it to look at like, you know,
He
memes and
scrolls
art.
Look at this competition,
like
like,
the rest of us.
Yeah, no. I'm just looking at art and I'm looking at memes. That's basically all I use it for.
My Twitter
what
is
else do
literally
you
my
need it?
living diary.
Oh my, it is true.
Yeah, I mean, some people use it to like, I don't know, voice or talk. I don't really talk
Post
on
post
it.
OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Okay, it's only amigos now. It's
Oh
only
yeah,
amigos.
only amigos. Okay, good.
Oh,
Mhm.
true.
Oh man, what about you think there's like better ways that you can utilize it as a tool, like for your content and all that stuff?
I guess, but I feel. I mean, I don't have like any followers on it. It's just like, it's just there. I don't feel like many people would. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know how to play the
Bro.
YouTube game. I mean, I know about the YouTube game, the grind, the clickbait, the algorithm, all this stuff, but I've never been very good at playing it. So when it comes to like social media and like connections and stuff, I'm really bad at it. It's not that I don't like people. I
We
just
had to make sure
I
we
just
said
don't
that
know how
out
to
loud.
do it. I just never been really good at it. And what's it called? I've done YouTube like 100% basically by myself. I mean, only with Genshin did I start getting some help from like some viewers that have become like really active and like close community members, and I consider them friends. Specifically Jack from my Discord and Ivory.
Yeah.
Shout out, right? Shout out to Jack and Ivory and Slay and everybody else who like helped me with like spreadsheets and stuff like that for calculations. But before that,
Jeez, what is spreadsheets? Jesus Christ.
yeah, all my build videos for Genshin, well, most of them, they're backed up, with the spreadsheets
Yeah,
and math
like-
that we do in house,
Giggity.
Like I
Uh,
definitely watched a
dope.
few videos, and you could like the spreadsheet, like the chart is like right there on the screen for you to pause and look at it.
And
Like
there's a
I've
link
watched
to
a
all
few
of them, so
videos.
you can check them out. There's a link to all of them in the respective video descriptions.
Yeah.
But yeah, like before, and even those, most of them, I do them myself, but they've definitely helped me in situations where I've been like, bruh, I'm retarded, like I don't know how to do this math, and also I'm lazy, so they've helped me out. So, but before, aside from that, like I've had to do everything by myself, record, edit, and thumbnail, all that stuff. So, and I was also in college, literally up until like July last year. So,
Okay.
and then I obviously had full-time job all the way up until like February this year. So it's, doing everything, plus all that, it's really difficult.
It is
And,
difficult. Yep.
you know,
100%.
Now,
But
like, basically
as
yeah.
the only interaction with like other content creators I've ever had is like this other Monster Honor content creator, Angbara. Shout outs
Mhm.
to Angbara.
shout out to
He's
Ambata,
from the
man.
Philippines.
Ambada. Oh.
And yeah, he's just a fellow guy,
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
just a
yeah.
guy.
Just a guy.
And yeah. But yeah, we never collabed or anything like that, but we just talk on Discord sometimes, or used to. And I mean, that's about it. The only other time was a little bit of a feud that I had with another Genshin content creator that basically almost destroyed my channel. So,
Ooh.
I mean,
Now, before
Yeah.
we
not a
get
Lit.
very
into
good
that,
track
because
Hey.
that's
record.
that spicy
That's the
spice.
spicy stuff.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
after hours
I
stuff.
feel like anybody who knows you is waiting for
Yeah.
your input on that, and whether you want to talk about it or not, that's completely
That's
up
up
to
to
you.
you. Yep.
But I will
Yeah,
have,
can
I do
talk
have a
about it.
question to ask before we get into that.
Okay.
Now, as a creator, have you ever came across because I'm kind of going through this myself, as kind of having like a creative block when it comes to your editing?
Um, my editing specifically, I wouldn't say so. I usually have like a pretty clear vision of what I want the video to look like. What I what I really have trouble with is kind of committing to an idea for a video, coming up with something that I think is interesting, or at least, there's so many, like, again, games like Genshin and Monster Hunter, they're so like the space for content creation is so volatile and it's so
Yeah.
competitive, and it's
Yep.
like whoever the hell gets the first post out there gets the algorithm, gets all the clicks. And even if you are the first one out the gate, sometimes the other horses are just bigger, they just get noticed more.
Yeah.
And it's just, I struggle with like committing myself creatively and also the effort that goes into making videos for a video that I think is irrelevant because someone else has already covered the topic, or the other videos that are already out there just have so many views already that I feel like nobody cares. And I think that's a notion that isn't really true. I just struggle with um just getting over that and just doing it.
Yeah.
It's more of a mental thing, really. Because for example, with Borderlands 3, I think that was like the biggest example. There were so many content creators already out there, big ones, 150K subs, 250K subs,
Yeah, yeah.
and still my videos found a space where they were super successful.
Yeah.
And the same thing with Monster Hunter. Although Monster Hunter didn't really have like an established audience in the West, so I just kind of got lucky with that and I just rode that wave.
Okay.
Because Monster Hunter was like not very popular in America. It was mainly a like Asian, like a predominantly Asian market, as well as like European. And I mean, I could definitely see that because like the second biggest what's it called area, I guess, that watch my videos, like when I look at my analytics, it was like
Yeah.
Germany, the UK,
Hey, Germany.
Netherlands. Yeah, so all these like European countries were like the second biggest viewer base outside of like US.
Yeah, I mean,
And
shout out
then
to Europe because that's the same thing for this podcast, same thing for my YouTube channel as well.
Yep.
I don't know what,
Really?
I don't know. Yo, they just be watching, and the time they watch from beginning to end, intro to outro.
that's crazy. But yeah, what I noticed with Genshin is that obviously it's a Chinese gacha. It's mobile game. This is just a predominantly Asian market, like basically, you know. So the second biggest portion of viewers come from Philippines for me. Philippines, Indonesia, a lot of people from Indonesia. Japan as well. So the viewer base obviously like fluctuates per
Yeah.
game.
Yeah. I mean,
Which
as per the
which
wave.
is yeah, but it is, as a content creator, it's kind of weird because, let's just say you start up a new game and you don't have that audience like in that game. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get you.
Now, before we get into the controversial thing you want to talk about, what was your best pull from Genshin?
my best pull?
Yeah.
Definitely Shao. When the Shao banner came out, I got Constellation 6 on Shao. Ridiculously fast. Like, it was literally like a 5-star every 30 pulls. And yeah, I just kind of rode that high, and I was like, dude, it's funny because I pulled for him on stream, right? I
Yeah.
was like, oh, I'm gonna get him. Boom, I got him off pity. I was like, oh shit, okay. And then, as you do the event and you do the battle pass, you get some wishes and stuff. I randomly did some more wishes from that, like 5 pulls later, and I get another one.
Oh, wow.
And I literally got like 3 of them, or 2.
Yeah.
And then after all that, like at 2 a.m., I went to bed, and I just had a feeling, dude. I'm not even kidding.
were
I
like,
literally, I was like, dude, I have a feeling. I know. I know. And I got on Discord. I just started pulling, and lo and behold, I have that video up on my channel. He just kept dropping and dropping and dropping. And yeah, that was probably the best pulls I had.
That's
Definitely
amazing.
the word. Oh man. Jesus. And after that, it's just been downhill.
That's the thing about them gotcha games.
Yep, for
They
sure.
know how to hit you.
Oh, man.
All right, so now do you want to talk about what happened to your channel?
I'm
I can.
I'm about to go to
it's
after
fine.
hours, then, if that's the case.
No, it's fine. We can talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. Yeah.
All right, well, if that's the case then, because I'm sure we got people that would like to ask questions. We're going to go to the after hours show.
Now,
All right.
before we do,
Yes.
we do have a guest, and it has been a while since we have guests, so
Yes. Yep.
All right, so Yoda of Soda. Every time we have a guest, we do this thing before. It's technically our outro, where I set up a scenario and we have you say what New Yorkers. It's like our call. You're. All right. Now
Okay.
I'm gonna set up the scenario. I need you to give us your most ghettoest, loudest year you can. Now I'm not just saying this because you're a voice actor, but the pressure's kind of on there. This better be the best year we've ever had.
Oh my god.
Are you ready for the scenario?
I'm not. But whatever. Just get this shit over with.
All right. It's a nice sunny ass day in the Bronx, and you are riding in your nice, beautiful black car, and you kind of just pull to the side. You're like, you know what? I got some time. Let me go ahead and wash my car.
And then suddenly it starts raining.
Just a quick little exterior wash, and now you're riding under the 1 train, going to go pick up your friend. As you go pick him up, he's on the other side of the street, and it just starts pouring on your nice, beautiful black car.
Wait, could
This has nothing to do with me. I am not venting.
Yeah, right. Oh, my God. Yeah, right.
And as your car is getting wet, your friend is
Yeah,
just on
right.
his phone, not crossing the street, and you need to get his attention. So I need you to give us your best year, your New York year, so you could get his
New
attention.
York year.
Oh my god. I don't know, dude. There you go. Just screaming in panic, like, bro, get in the fucking car right now.
You're in the chat.
Oh, my God.
You're in the chat, and
You're in
RIP
the
for
chat.
whoever washed their car like I did,
Yeah.
and it started raining.
Oh, my God. This guy was so mad. All right, guys. So, you know this part. This is the after hours show. You got to be subscribed for you to interact. I'm also going to put up the link for the Zoom call. So if you guys care to join, just to talk to Yoda of Soda live and in person in a matter of
And
speaking.
especially if you want to hear what he has to say about what happened to him in his channel, join us on the after hours.
For sure.
That's how we're gonna open that up.
Yeah, for definitely. All right, guys. Thank you for joining. Thank you for listening. Now, it's time for the after hours show.